Snow as far as the eye can see, the sun making it sparkle in different shades of white. Lakes frozen so deep that they offer shortcuts between mountains. This is Easter in Hardangervidda, the most important Norwegian holiday aside from the National Day. Families come together to celebrate the ever-growing hours of sunlight and make the best out of the winter before it is over. It is a time of harmony and good weather. Or so we thought. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let me start from the beginning. It is the Easter of 2024. 3 brave souls venture out into the wild of Hardangervidda, Norway, on backcountry skis. The team consists of Jonas, the experienced, Clarice, the daring, and Horst, the diesel. Each unique, each indispensable for the expedition. We set up camp in Finse for 2 days to adjust our minds and bodies to the challenge, as did once Amundsen, Scott, Shackleton, and the stormtroopers. It is then time to start a 5-day adventure on skis, from D&T cabin to D&T cabin, through the valleys, over the ridges, across the lakes and rivers of Hardangervidda. There is one way in and one way out. A mental conundrum I have to wrap my head around at first. If there's something wrong, it will take a bit of more effort to get you out of the national park. It will be possible. As it turns out, worrying like this was completely unnecessary. We had an amazing time, and here's how it went down. I am starting my journey to the mountains with a backpack and a team of 3 and a lot of experience on some ends.
It's a blast.
And none on the others. The boots fit. I think we're good to go. See you in the mountains in the deep, deep snow. Jonas and I are living in one of the most vibrant cities of Scandinavia, Oslo. Still, it takes us only 4 hours by train to end up in Norwegian wilderness in the middle of nowhere. Welcome! After dropping off our stuff in the luxurious Finsehytta, vi elsker dette landet.
Amazing here, right?
We explored the area for 2 hours. Who could have known that this would be the last time for us to see the sun in a while? We have just ascended our first 200 meters, and as it turns out, there are no tracks. So we're just gonna turn around, drive back down. Also, the sun has already set and there's almost no light left. We decided to go back to the cabin, get our dinner. Let's descend! Woohoo! Travel hack, baby toothbrush for Clarice. A good night's sleep later, and we continue our training by skiing up and down the glacier Hardangerjokulen.
Hey, welcome to snowy and windy conditions.
It is the kind of intense baptism that ensures you won't have any allergies during the course of your life. All we can do now is follow these twigs. I've been next to a glacier, but I've never been on a glacier. Thank God there's a lot of snow, so we don't have to watch out for these crazy Mount Everest things.
Rex, what is your business?
My business is to have a better grip on this mountain because it's getting steep, and these are skins. They just stick to the ski. It's incredible. We're already on a glacier.
Yeah, actually, we're standing on a glacier.
Yes, this is me in business.
Basically look like an alien. There's no skin visible on your face.
As you can see, it's quite snowy and windy. We just met some people who actually turned around. There's another group that's still going up without being discouraged by this feedback of the other people. After some nerve-wracking moments, finally a shelter emerges from the white. Oh, it's there! We have to eat something. My hand is frozen. We just had our lunch. Gotta go over the glacier peak! Let's go! With 22 kilometers of experience, we are now all ready to start the official tour the next day. New day, new tour. Today we're going from Finsehytta to Geiterkytta. It's just north for almost 17 kilometers. The weather conditions have not changed. It's still pretty windy and snowy and you cannot see anything. But we are motivated, aren't we?
Of course, we're extremely motivated.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Jonas just fell. Hey.
It's amazing! It's good for the skin!
Conditions today as well as yesterday just haven't been amazing to film because there's just not that much to show, and we're mostly interested in moving because it's very rough out here, very windy, very snowy still. It is the small things that bring a little color into the day.
What wonderful weather we have. It's not too cold. I quite like it.
It's super stormy. I don't know what's going on back there, but the boys are standing still. We have 1 kilometer left.
just arrived at Geitordekutta. So yeah, we're done. Looking forward for the dinner in like 50 minutes.
Yeah. You may enter now. Good morning. We are about to head to our next cabin. This one here, whiteout, it was amazing, really cozy, really good food. We just had the best breakfast with waffles and egg salad, best egg salad I've ever had. The weather hasn't really changed. Today it's only 12 kilometers, I believe. We always meet really nice people in the cabins, and that's why we don't go to bed in time. Okay, let's go.
Wonderful conditions. We're actually having sun, so we had very little sight. I would say maybe 50 meters, sometimes less. We felt a little lonely and the mood got bad. It wasn't a fun park. We just found out that we are on a good way. Incredible. He's in his mid-60s, doing this the first time. He's doing pretty good.
Egg salad sandwich in hand, I am careless as can be. But just a moment later, we honestly get scared when we approach this site. As it turns out, it is the first time we can actually see what we have been trapped in for so long. Motivated by the thought of reaching comfort as soon as possible, we make our way back into the cloud. And finally, we arrive at the cabin. Good morning. We have woken up in Kongshelleren. It's a self-staffed cabin. It's very different than the cabins before because here you have to do a lot of things like melt snow to have water or think about your dirty water. Are you going to put it somewhere where someone else is going to take the snow to drink? Yes. We just had breakfast and the other boys are packing. We're gonna start the day with apparently better weather. Are you ready?
I am of course ready. Today we have very nice hut with a double room.
Yes!
Only two of us.
May I have your attention, please?
Because this is the moment all of you have been waiting for when clicking on this video. Q hosts premium shots of our 3 hours of glory in the sun. The sun is actually out! It's so beautiful. Oh, this world that we didn't see before. To tell you the truth, that was kinda it. Back to whiteout. Today is a very easy day. It's mostly downhill. It's very enjoyable. The snow conditions are amazing. It's also very warm. It's not very windy. There's another staffed cabin waiting for us with a 3-course meal. Jungsdalen! Jungsdalhytta! Hello and good morning from Jungsdalshytta. We had a very nice night. We had a double room, just the two of us. We had excellent moose. It was shot somewhere in the forest close to here. We cuddled at night, 2 minutes, then we crashed and slept more than 8 hours. Now we're going to Bjordalsby, our last cabin before we're going back to Oslo. Back to the skis. Welcome from the track. Today we're working with lots of other people. They're all going to the same place and we all have a similar speed. Conditions aren't amazing, but at least we can see the people in front of us. It's too warm outside, so the snow is sticking terribly. We make it to Bjordalsby nonetheless. And very early. There's jazz. So we spend our last evening putting the drone to action.
Cheers.
Good morning! We are already on our way.
To Scarfheim.
We are descending now, so this is our last ride. We have a bus to catch, so we are kind of on a tight schedule, but we'll manage. We just drove down all that hill. This is our last stop where we're going to have some lunch, some yum yum soup, and then we're taking the bus. Can't believe that we have to say goodbye to this beautiful landscape. We manage. Within a few hours we are back in civilization and leave the white for color, the silence for a symphony of sounds. Back in Oslo, we walk the streets looking as though we have never left. But deep inside, our bodies and minds have been strengthened from an unforgettable experience. Be there when I share the next one. Until then, yours truly, Clarisse.